Hey, good morning. Sorry, forgive me. I've been up for a little bit, but I just haven't had any drive to go and get myself dressed or anything or even shave yet. It's been a nice long weekend. Went by actually really fast. I guess time flies when you're having fun. When you're in the spirit, man, it just goes. I don't know where it goes, but it goes. I wanted to come on and talk about lessons, life lessons. I'm made full aware that the life lessons that we go through, the things that we choose to learn, we can totally after the lesson, after the lesson's over, it's like we're given a pause before we step into the next leg of our journey. We're given a testing period. It's not really a testing period, but it is. It's a time of repose after motion. It's a time of rest. I can see maybe I'm resting too much. Maybe I should. Well, I don't know. I have this man. I've now finally gotten to the point where I've developed a work ethic, a steady work ethic. Like, no, I need to work. I've always hated the fact that you gotta make money in order to exist in this world. You know that why are the things that we need so expensive? Why, if we need electricity and water and food and some need medicine, stuff like that, why are the things that we need, why do they cost? Shouldn't it be the things that we desire, that we want? Should those be the things that cost in this world? Because they do. They cost more often than not, way more than we want to give. But the things that we need should be free. If we need water to live, that water should be free. The earth freely gave it to you. Your Father in heaven freely provided it for you in this place. All this. Anybody ever remember the Lion King? All that the light touches was created for you. For me, for everyone. Everybody. We are all expressions of the divine being running around in this world in a singular expression, enjoying a collective environment. So, the things that we need should be free. I'm sorry, I have this beautiful view and I just can't take my eyes off it. Every morning I just like, man, wow. But everything that you need should be free, right? It's the wants and the desires that I've always felt should cost. But I finally developed this freaking work ethic in my life that just like, okay, I've balance. We need spiritual growth, spiritual work. Always be about spiritual work. Totally been about that all my life. Even as a child, I didn't understand it, but I was always about it. Even though it didn't appear that I was, I totally just went my own way about it. I did totally choose to learn a butt ton of lessons the hard way. If you know me, trust me, you know that is the truest statement I could ever speak. God, lessons the hard way. Life lessons the hard way. Ugh. But they have totally. I don't know. I like diamonds, but I don't know. I like blue sapphires. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's my birthstone, but I've always been attracted to that blue sapphire. I don't know. I like green peridot too. Greens and blues, man. But that pressure that I chose to put myself under in this world. Man, I'm looking back and I'm looking at myself today and I'm just like, wow, man, that's a beautiful diamond. That's a beautiful blue sapphire. maybe it's all three of them put together. Maybe I've got like this whole transmutation going with, you know, adding some blue sapphire material, raw materials, adding some diamond materials, you know, and some of them green peridots, and throwing it all into a volcano, man, and allowing the pressure to become so extreme that those three are fused together, that those molecules, those atoms of all three are actually fusing together. And instead of just a diamond, or instead of a blue sapphire, or instead of a green peridot, I'm getting all three in one, as one. Not having three separate stones put onto a ring, you know, or onto a crown, or onto a scepter, you know, but having all three of them in one stone. And it becomes the crowning jewel upon the crown. You know, that, I don't know, it's really amazing to think about it like that. I don't know, the Holy Spirit's amazing. I don't know, beautiful with their words, and I feel like I can never articulate it. And Jesus, mercy, this ADD that I have, just, man, I have like no focus. Literally, they bring me from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And I'm sure it gets confusing for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. I totally don't want to confuse anyone. But I know that if these messages are for you, then you are going to pick out exactly what you need to hear and move on. You know, take it and go. Leave the rest for everyone else. Don't ever try and take the whole message for you. You know, sometimes it's not all meant for you. I've had to learn that the hard way in tarot even. Sometimes the whole message ain't for you. Sometimes just a bit and a piece. And you got to get it at the beginning and the end, and leave the rest in the middle for everyone else, you know, because they have a message in there themselves, you know. So that's kind of how spirit works. That literally, when communicating with spirit, you know, out of the mouth of babes, you know, I'm telling you, that is really true. Holy crap, man, my kids are teaching me now. And I'm so blessed to even just see that, wow, man, the spiritual path that I've lived has had the greatest effect on them. And now they want what, you know, now they're desiring. Jesus, flies, come on, fly, what do you have to tell me? If nothing, then get out of here. My parents have pigs. We've raised pigs all of my life. This is the one thing I hate about having animals. You know, especially pigs. Such a filthy animal. The flies just never seem to go dormant in the winter anymore. It drives me batshit crazy. I hate flies. They're annoying as all get out. You cannot take a nap in the middle of the day without 80 flies landing on your face and just keeping you awake anyway. So what's the point? Get your butt up and go do your thing. Tired or not. But really, really grateful. Really super grateful. I just want to thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit team. Thank you, ancestors. All of you that are helping me on my journey. Man, I've seen my family life, man. If anybody knows me, my family life has been crap. At my own hand. Trust me, at my own hand. It's been crap. I did it to myself. Every relationship I ever built with my family was totally destroyed. It's like being able to build and, okay, well, let's use a different analogy. It's like plowing a field and planting it with fine wheat. And then in the middle of the night, your enemy comes and plants weeds, and you know, in the field. Didn't bother to plow it back up, but just totally planted those weeds within there. So eventually, if you choose to burn the wheat and keep the weeds, you know, instead of, you know, taking the wheat into the barn and burning the weeds, you know, sometimes it's hard to hear your intuition if you're so damn high or so damn drunk you can't flip and think straight, even on a sober day. It's like, no, I'm not drinking today. No, I'm not smoking today, but nor do I have the clarity to make a full-on educated choice. You know, there's days, you know, we all don't realize it. We all don't realize it, but our shadow rises to the surface. Some days he's got the wheel, or she, you know, depending on who you are. You know, some days they have the wheel, And your higher self has to be in that passenger seat. And it's, if you can't hear your higher self, if you can't hear the divine speaking to you, your shadow is totally going to drive you off a cliff. That is the utmost truth. It will drive you off the cliff because his map's blank too. Trust me. Y'all both share the same map. Nothing's blank. Nothing is set in stone in this world. It's all up to us. What do you desire? What, because, desire is the beginning of all suffering, in case you didn't know. It's amazing. But getting back to the... Okay, I'll do that next. But getting back to the field, if... Man, I've spent a lifetime of burning the wheat before the harvest. Saying, oh man, all them weeds in that field, man, no, we can't do this. I'm such a perfectionist. It is literally a cross that I bear. I literally, when I shuffle cards, I have to split it in the middle. If it doesn't appear equal, I'll literally set it back together and put all the cards back in very finely, like literally the top just slid as I grabbed it, so I'm sitting here just like, no, it must be perfect. Been a perfectionist all my life, even though I'm so imperfect. It is so contrary, it's stupid. But literally every time I see the weeds coming up, instead of allowing the weeds to grow and just dealing with the weeds one by one, I'd go and plow the whole field back under and destroy everything. Pull out that weapon of destruction and just start torching the fields. I don't want to do that anymore. I love my family more than anything. I believe that family is more important than anything. If you don't have family, man, who do you have? Because I'll tell you what, your friends don't care about you. Your friends are looking out for el numero uno. Always. Ain't nobody gonna look out for you but you. If you don't look out for you, who is? Because when it comes down to the line, when it comes down to somebody else being thrown in the fire or you, they're gonna choose you to go in the fire no matter what. It's fire, man. Nobody wants to be burned alive. If it comes down to one or the other, man, everybody is always going to choose, no, throw that guy in there. Okay. All right. I'll speak on it. So, let's use Christ, for example. Do you know why we have do you know why we still have murder and death and destruction in this world? Well, because that's what we chose. Pontius Pilate gave us all a choice. Our ancestors were there. They chose it for us. Now we have to choose the right choice because they realized that, holy crap, we were so freaking wrong. So wrong, but this is all a part of the plan. They were meant to choose that. Their hearts were hardened for a reason. Pharaoh's heart was hardened for a reason against Moses and Aaron, against Joseph for a period of time. So we chose the murderer. We chose Barabbas. Pontius Pilate said, all right, it's your feast time. Like, it's Christmas. Okay, we normally release a prisoner for your community as a favor, because of, we give somebody a... What do we do? We do it at Thanksgiving time. We free a turkey, you know what I mean? But we give pardons. Our president pardons, normally one or two people at Thanksgiving. It's the same thing that Pontius Pilate was doing. It's the feast time. It's actually it's not the Feast of Trumpets. I believe it's the Feast of First Fruits. No. Oh man, I haven't spent any time in Hebrew roots, observing the feast days lately. For a couple of years actually now, but I've just been taken to a different journey. Excuse me. So when I don't know, it's just amazing how Spirit leads me like this. We totally do this. We do the same things we've been doing. The cycle continues. what part of the cycle are you at? Okay, and choose wisely, because you're either about to make the same mistakes over again and relearn a lesson that you have been learning for a lifetime, or you are about to have true enlightenment and you are going to really realize exactly what's been going on for a long time. And you're about to rise above it. This, we chose the spirit of the murderer over Christ. We said, no, crucify him. Well, he said, oh, Jesus, man, you want the murderer? Really? Free Barabbas? Okay. What do you want me to do with Christ? What do you want me to do with Jesus? His only sin is that he claimed to be a Messiah. That's it. All he did. Yesterday, you guys were shouting in the streets for him to heal you. But today, you're saying crucify him. What kind of frickin' sense is that? You know, that just, wow. It just blows my mind that people lay down palm branches as he rides into town lowly on an ass. Not on a horse. Not on wings of eagles. Not in all of his glory that he deserved. But on an ass. On a carnal animal. You know, it's symbolic of you. Of the human body. On a beast. So, you know, the people threw palm branches down in front of him and recognized his divinity, his right to rule. That's what you do for a king, especially in Israel. So the next day, you know, pretty much, you know, a week later, they are totally saying, crucify him and give us the murderer. We want Barabbas. You know why? You know why we all chose Barabbas? Because the truth frickin' hurts, man. When our sin is revealed to us, man, we don't want to see it. We just, oh no, holy crap, man, that can't be right. That can't be true. I am not an evil person. I desire what I desire, and that's it. You know, I'm not an evil person. I'm a good person. I do all this rah, 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 but, you know, at the end of the day, we're selfish, greedy human beings in the end, you know, if that's what we're choosing. You know, and even in selflessness, you still have to choose yourself sometimes. You know, but sorry, I'm getting off topic there. So we chose the murderer. We chose the murderer. And now today we have the opportunity. Today, literally, like, have you seen this year? Have you seen 2020? The 2020 twin. No, I'm totally not gonna say it. Oh man. But have you guys seen 2020 yet? Have you guys really opened your freaking eyes yet? Not just these. This. If your eye be single, your whole body shall be filled with light. I was meditating the other day, my son and I actually, and the divine said, he posed a question. Your eyelids, right? They're on the outside. Okay. When you close your eyes roll back into the back of your head. Okay. Yes, you can keep them forward, but you can, when you relax, and you relax the optical nerves and the optical muscles, your eyes roll back in the back of your head. Do you have eyelids back there? Are there eyelids in the back of your head too? I get it, a lot of people just see darkness, you know. But maybe you're only seeing darkness because that's what's inside. It's a really big question. What do you see when you close your eyes? Is there light? Is the light off in the distance? Is it up close? Is there any light at all? Like, really, you know? It's a really huge question. What do you see when you close your eyes and look inside? Do you like what you see? Is that what you want for you? It's time to make a choice. This year has been a year to slow us down and stop us for a moment, because this is a pivotal moment in our time where individually and collectively, based on the individual subjective choices, we are going to choose a collective objective choice and path for our future as a collective and as singular expressional individuals. And it's based on what we choose singularly that is going to affect everything collectively. And not just here in this world, but universally, spiritually, mentally, for everyone. It's what you choose today that will affect your tomorrow. Tomorrow's not here yet. Nothing is set in stone. You may have a great destiny, but if you choose to, be an evil person today, your karma is going to keep you from that destiny. That's why we have this soul trap here. That's why everybody says, oh, it's a prison planet. No, it's not a prison planet. Your mind is a prison because you're in it. The door is open. All you got to do is walk out. But we've been so brainwashed and told, we've been so punished. We've been punished so much and so often that, man, we're afraid to step out that door, man. Literally, there's a hole in the freaking prison wall. The gates are open, everything. All the prisoners are just sitting in their freaking cells. The guards are gone. What the hell's the matter with us? The guards aren't even there. The guards are off flipping, sitting in a circle, flipping, playing poker, and flipping, drinking, and smoking, man. You could literally walk right out. But we're so programmed, we can't even see our hand in front of our face to walk out. But by what we choose today singularly for ourselves, we will affect our greater future and where we are going to go from here today, tomorrow. 2021 holds great promises for those who are doing the work. If you're doing the work, you know you're doing the work. Trust me. You'll either be seeing, well, you know what? I want to say that you'll be seeing your rewards right now, but in a way, yeah, they're small. They're small rewards. They're, everything is a step. You take 10 steps, you get a little piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. God, I love Family Guy. Ooh, piece of candy. Hey, damn, we've trapped him like 5 times this way. I'm beginning to think he ain't got no brains. James Woods. No offense to James Woods at all. My name's actually Clinton James Woods. That's hilarious. Ooh, piece of candy. Alright, my mind is totally taking me off subject. Sorry. But it's time. It's time for us to choose. The choice has always been yours. You gonna stay in that prison? Because if you stay in that prison right now, I'm telling you, your next 20 years is going to be about every lesson you just learned for the previous 20 years. And if you haven't been alive for 20 years yet, just think about, this is the defining moment. If you haven't been alive 20 years, I get it. This is where you are going to either choose right or left. Well, right or left. This is it. You are going to choose literally how your next 20 years, and literally, are you going to go up? Are you going to go down? Do you want to learn lessons? Because you can choose. I find that we can literally choose to ignore that we just learned great lessons. We just suffered greatly. That diamond is in your hand. You can choose right now, this time of repose, this time of rest. The test is coming if it hasn't come to you already. You can choose to set that diamond down and ignore that you just learned all those lessons. And you can go back and learn them again. With the same character or with different characters, it doesn't matter. The energy is going to be the same. The cycle is going to repeat. If that's what you want. Right now, you can choose a new cycle. You can choose a high road, a great path. You can choose a path of blessings or a path of curses. It's up to us. Yes, every path has trials, no matter what you choose. But you can choose to be heartbroken and in pain and suffering in that road, or you can, choose to be blessed within the suffering. You can choose to overcome. Today we're choosing. Tomorrow we will be living it. I hope that everyone chooses wisely for themselves. No, this world's not easy. It hurts. It's pain. You know why? Because we desired to go away from our Father. We desired to come here and learn. But we are the Fathers. That's something different. But we desired to come here. And to come here, when you enter into this world, you enter in through trauma. Do you know what it's like to be born? Do you remember being born? No, because it was that freaking traumatic, your mind blocked it out. You had a brain when you were born. You have memory when you were born. You're not just given memory as you get older. You're born with it. But it's so traumatic of an experience. Our brain refuses to acknowledge it until you have divine union and you'd have self-awareness. That is, when you, holy crap, I can remember my birth, I can remember my past life, I can remember my life before that, and it's all about what you need for this lifetime. So it's not like you're going to have all of your lives, made known to you. You could, but what good does that serve? So it could be, just the most recent past life because of the lessons you were most recently working on and the ones that you either didn't achieve or didn't conquer at the time. So it's time to or it's based on what you chose not to achieve and not to see. And so now this time around, you take a notch down on the belt of life and you get some more trials and tribulations added to your life path, and hopefully you'll be able to learn it. But see, Christ came with a staff to lead us. He gave us all the info. The divine gave us all the info. Every bit of it. Every bit. Fly, go do something else with yourself, please. You give us every bit of the info that we need. We chose the murderer. So you know what we get? We get the other guy with a rod in his hand. Your parents ever have you go pick a switch off a tree and you get your ass whooped? Yeah, if you're from my generation or generations prior, that happened to you, I'm sure. Man. So we chose the murderer. We chose the BS. So we get fly. I'm serious, go do something else with yourself. We chose the other guy. Trust me. Look in your life. Do you have Jesus leading you with his sweet words? Or do you have the other guy leading you with that rod, whooping your ass all the way to the finish line? Figure it out. You can choose again. You can literally choose. Oh crap! No, that's not the guy I want. My bad. Repent, and he shall relent. You can do it at any time. Anytime. But if not, that other guy, he's relentless. And the pain will get bigger and stronger and more intense. And that's coming for the collective that chooses the other way, that chooses that guy. Trust me, the next 20 years aren't going to be very nice for some people. I've met a lot of people in 2020 I tried to share the truth with, but some people refuse to see. They refuse to hear. It's too traumatic for them. Or, and then there's also the fact that Not everybody, we all come from the same one divine being. Even the angels come from the one divine being. The demons, we can totally, that's controversial, but okay, they are the same one being, but they have a negative side and a positive side. Do you want what I have in my hand? Here, take it. It's yours. Here, this is the way of life, truth, abundance, and happiness. Take it. It's yours. Because you're doing the work. Because you are in righteousness. Because you're serving, you are doing your work. You are doing your purpose. You are fulfilling your place in this world and in the divine. You can choose the backhand. Trust me. A lot of us have. I chose the backhand for a lot of my life just so I could learn the same lessons over and over that I came here with. I'd already learned, man. Man, I don't know how to receive love from people. I don't even know. I know what love is now, through great suffering. Sometimes it's often the people that are, you feel are the most cruel to you. I'm not saying, people that have, done horrible things to you. No. I'm saying, the people that loved you enough to tell you, hey, you're messing up, and no, I'm not going to tolerate that. I have to have self-respect too, and I can't accept that from you. Those people are the people that love you enough to tell you your problems and to how to fix it. Hey, until you fix that, I can't be with you. Those are the people that love you. Those people that tell you, oh no, man, they're effed up. They don't even know. Dude, just don't even worry about it, dude. Just keep going. Whatever. Rah. All the time knowing that, holy crap, man, they're right. That's exactly what's the matter with you. That's your problem. But they don't tell you. How are you supposed to fix your, the things that you're blind to? How are you supposed to fix that if nobody reveals it to you? Because normally we have a giant flippin' plank in our eye, but we're trying to remove a sliver from everybody else's. First remove the plank from your own eye, then go back and try and help your brother remove the sliver from his. We're all walking around with flippin' big ass flippin' sticks in our freaking eyes, man, and we're trying to help others remove little tiny slivers. It's metaphorical. Obviously, we all have planks in our eyes. We come here with them to work on them, to grow them, to diminish them, to make them smaller, and get them out, get the wound healed. But we're also concentrated on everything outside of us that we can't flip and concentrate on anything. You know what, man? Okay, in the Vedas, it's Hindu texts from India. The Indians, true Indians, not Native Americans. Okay. Brahma is what we would recognize as Yahweh to the Jews, as Jah to the Africans, as God to Christians, as Allah to Islam. Okay, it's it. It's just their way of relating to him because of the culture. But I totally lost my thought of trains. I think my trains just derailed there for a minute. Maybe I'm not supposed to speak on that. Maybe I'll speak on it later and I'll just splice it in here. Yeah, 35 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys too long because, most people, today our attention span is, and trust me, I know I've got ADHD and I've never taken medication for it other than smoke pot. Our attention span's like 6 seconds, like a flippin' dog, so I don't know, I don't want to make videos too long, but I could totally, put out information to you guys from the divine that would blow your mind, but I don't know if you guys have the attention span to sit here and listen to it. I'm not. I have a sense of humor that's stupid crazy. I love to laugh and I love to make others laugh. That is like my true passion. Laughter is the best medicine for the soul. But I find right now it's not a time of humor. Yes, in between all of this, I tell jokes. Man, my kids and I laugh like crazy. It's nothing better than that. But I find that every time I have to come on and speak with you guys or leave a message for everyone, it ends up being a long one because the divine has so much to get out, you know. But it's almost like I'm not allowed to, you know, joke around right now with you guys. I want to come on and just tell jokes. Seriously. Seriously. I get random funny crap that runs through me just every 6 seconds. It's my attention span's the same. So, you know, eventually, trust me, it's coming. There's going to be videos with just flipping, telling jokes and having fun and laughing and giggling with y'all. But right now, it's serious time. It's time for the work. If you're not doing the work, I'm sorry, it's not going to, you know, man, I really pray for you guys. My heart goes out to you. I know we're all suffering. I know you guys are suffering. That's why I'm here. Trust me, my father tells me just worry about you. Don't worry about anybody else. You don't have to help them. You can't help them. They have to help themselves. So I have emotionally detached from everyone. I love all of you to the depths of my soul. Literally, my very being is love for everyone and everything. But you have to help yourself. Everyone has been okay with, no, Jesus bore it for us. We don't have to do anything. It's okay, you're sinless. No, they tell you you're a dirty, filthy sinner because of all this, but Jesus has forgiven you. Jesus bore it for you. No, Jesus, the Christ, said, pick up your cross and follow after me if you want what I got. You want what I have? Follow after me. Pick up your cross. Get your ass up. Get your cross. Go back where you left it, because we all set it down somewhere back there. You have to go back to where you left it, and you probably have to fight off a few people who are literally using it for freaking a piece of their house and shit now. You know, so now you got to fight to get your cross back. And then you got to pick that thing up and go from there after probably taking a beating and wearing yourself out from the fight of getting your cross back. Now you have to pick it up and you have to go from there, back there, way back there where you left it. Now you got to pick it up and you got to go forward from there again. All that road that you traveled, now you have to do it with your cross. And then you have to go on from the point that you had made it to without your cross. And it's like, man, it's just a reprieve. It's just like, wow, at least I made it back to where I was. Holy crap. But now there's a fork in the road. Which way do I go? And how do I get there? And how long is this going to take? And, you know, we have all these questions that totally just drive us nuts. Fly, go do something else with yourself. I'm serious. I'm going to start killing y'all today. And I don't want to run around killing anything. You're going to drive me nuts and I'm going to go batshit crazy. So Jesus said in many places, and the other saints, the apostles, have said it too. Go look. It's in the Word. It's in red. It's in red even. If you want what I got, pick up your cross and follow after me. Jesus didn't do it for you. He was the example, not your excuse. Get it together, or you are going to have the man with the rod whooping your ass for God knows how long, lifetimes, until you pull your crap together. You're going to have the man beating your ass, not the man saying, yeah, here you go, here's these gifts, good job, good and faithful servant. No, you're going to have the other guy saying, well, if you did this and you did that, then I wouldn't even be here. So you called me. By your actions, by your words, every word you speak. How did the divine? In the beginning, God was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word, God spoke everything into existence. If you are a singular divine expression of that divine being in this world, your very essence is that divine being. Every word you speak, you are held accountable for it. Every word you speak manifests something. I have a teaching on I don't have a teaching. The divine is working on a teaching within me to bring to you guys about the weapon of manifestation. It's a weapon, but it's a multifaceted weapon. And I'm still working on it with him, so we'll be bringing that. How about for Christmas? That'll be my Christmas Eve present to you guys. How, the laws of attraction, how they work, and how, because everybody's kind of taken it as, oh, well, you don't have to be with the divine or anything. You can just totally be your own singular expression. No, that's not how it works. His will be accomplished, no matter what. You think you're just, well, I don't believe in that guy. I just believe in, I want what I want to come to me, so I'm going to try this. Oh, wow, it works. Well, what are you manifesting for? Is it for you? Or is it for the collective? Is it, because it's not wrong to manifest for you. Trust me, that's not what I'm saying. But are you being selfish in it, or are you being selfless in it? Because his will be, that's why, like children, they say the darndest things, right? They make the most sense, and you're just like, wow, it's so simple. Yeah, the divine is simple. Trust me. They don't even know what they're saying half the time. It's just his will be accomplished. Trust me. Whether you want to kick and scream like a redheaded stepchild or not, it will be accomplished. But I think that's enough for today, or at least enough for this morning. I don't want to rant and rave. We're already at 42 minutes. So I love you guys. Please pull it together. We can't keep going on this road the same way. We're being asked to change. Our blessings are just on the other side. Just around the bend. But also our curses. Choose wisely. Bless you all. I pray for all of you. May divine peace be with you. May your angels guide you wisely. May they open your ears that you may hear them. May they open your eyes that you may see the signs. They are there. Ask for your ancestors to come help you. They're at the ready. Angels can't force themselves on you. You have free will. You have to choose to ask for help. Sometimes just asking for help is the hardest thing. I'm serious, Fly. Go do something else with yourself. But that's it. These flies are just getting crazy. I gotta go. Spirit's pulling back. You guys have a great day. Bless you. May the divine be with you guys always. Actually, shooting is with you guys always. But may you choose the divine. You know what comes to mind? Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And they truly do. Wow, that's going to be a teaching for a whole other thing. Oh my God, that just, wow. Wow, man, that totally, because the energy is one. It's just two different spectrums of the energy. The divine is one, always. But he divided himself to create us, to create everything. He was, the first division is light and dark. Still the same, but now two halves. But the two halves become two wholes within themselves. And it multiplies from there. So the darkness came from the light came from the darkness. It was just separated. In the beginning was the light. It's always so enlightening. The divine just speaks and just opens up doors. I gotta go. You guys stay awesome, stay blessed, and shoot, I look forward to being with you guys next. Please, I love your comments. Please comment. Don't remain silent. When you remain silent, man, your questions don't get asked. Your questions don't get answered. Your voice isn't heard if you keep that mouth shut. Bless you all. Take it easy. Have a great day. Let's work on today so we can have a better tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.